Hello, welcome to my review of the Trek Roscoe. I've had it for about 6 months and I just wanted to give you guys a quick update. Trek bicycles do come with their own pedals. I went ahead and got some of my own, these orange guys right down here. And the reason why I chose this bike is because it has the 29-inch wheels, which is nice, and I'm a big fan of hardtails. So you got the hard structured frame here and you have the adjustable fork on the front. It's a very comfortable bike and the handlebars are extremely wide and it really handles well. I was reading the reviews and a lot of people said the brakes are an issue, the caliper of brakes. I didn't think they would be for me because, I'm not that heavy of a guy. Going down very steep sections of the trail, you will actually have to regrip from one finger to then two fingers and then sometimes even your entire hand. So I suppose you could get your hand strength up, but it does, you definitely want the 4-piston brakes if you're going to be going regularly. These ones will suffice, but my next one I get most likely will be a full suspension, and that'll be 4-piston calipers, just because that was an issue on a particular tight turn for me. It got a little scary, but now that I know I just have to have a little bit tighter grip, it's okay. But it did give me a scare just for a moment, but for the majority of the trails, it's completely fine. I do like all the components on it, like the seat. That's pretty cool, but that's a standard for all Trek bikes. The paint looks really good when you have it cleaned. It does have these black speckles on it, and I guess some people think that that wasn't designed, and because you can feel it, and it's almost as if I did that afterwards. So some people will comment on that. So if you're looking to get this color, watch out for that. The colorings, though, I really do like. My next one will probably be just a nice red all around, or just one color that's solid, maybe darker. The 29-inch wheels are just massive. I'm typically used to the 26-inch rims on mountain bikes, so when I rode these ones, it just feels like you're just going to monster truck over everything that's in your way, any rocks or anything like that. And you're quite a bit higher off the ground on this section of the bike right here. So for rocks, that would typically hit. It would just hit the tire versus underneath the very bottom of your bike. So that's pretty cool. You get a little bit more of a gap there. The only downfall is the 29-inch rims make it a little bit hard to stop. So I think I would settle for the 27.5-inch option for my next one, and then the 4-piston caliber brakes, just so it's done and done. Then you only have to use, the one finger, and you're good. But it's a pretty fun bike when you have the tires filled up completely, which is 40 psi. These are run flat tires, so they're pretty solid in how they work. I've gotten tons of punctures in them, but since they're run flat and it has that sealant in it, it works pretty much immediately. You can pick it out and then spin the tire, and that's pretty much done. You can see a little piece of the green, the green slime come out. But other than that, it's pretty good. I would highly recommend run flats. Apparently, if you do have these, you should also carry a spare tube with you, which I didn't realize. You could put a tube in the run flat in case of an emergency, in case it tears, as a last minute sort of a thing, last resort. Now, one of the main reasons why I chose the hardtail is because it's just really fun to do skids on it. You can go around corners, pretty fun that way. And I noticed that full suspension bicycles, I don't really have as much, not control, but you don't feel the land as much as you do with this. The full suspension feels like you're on a cloud, which is fine. Some people like to feel like they're on a cloud. It's really nice. But this gives you an entirely different experience. Sometimes you're just hanging on for dear life, and that's just part of the ride. And then some people would just like the full suspension, and you can just go as fast as you can. You could definitely go faster on a full suspension than you can with this. So pros and cons to both. Depends on what your riding style is. Now, who is this mountain bike for? Like, what kind of trails are you looking for? Anything that isn't too extreme or too covered in hardcore rocks, I would say. So basically all trails. If you're going to travel with the bike and take it to Arizona and go to different parts of the world, then I would probably get a higher quality one. They have this one with the Fox shock. This one has the Rock shock. And the Fox shocks have the larger caliper, and it comes with higher end brakes. So I forget which Roscoe that is, but it's a higher caliber and it has the front Fox short forks, which is good. And this one though is just a good all around bike, and it's a pretty affordable price too, and it seems to hold its value. If you look at them online used, they're only a few hundred less than the brand new ones. So for a couple of years at least, it holds its value pretty well. So that's my review of this bike. Go get yourself one, or the one with the Fox shocks, and happy riding.